Okay, the number one is communication. Communication in negotiations is important because the negotiators must express their ideas and point of view. Having a good command of communication with the other negotiators will avoid misunderstandings and allow the meeting to flow correctly. For example, there is a negotiation between an American and a Japanese company. The Americans are direct in the communication, while the Japanese value building a personal relationship before discussing the details. Okay, this difference can cause misunderstandings and hinder the progress of the negotiation if both parties don't recognize and adjust to these different communication styles. The number two is the protocol. The protocol is essential when you are going to negotiate because it's the first impression that you give to your counterpart, and the future of the negotiation will depend on the first impression. For example, it's well known that the women that doing business with Arab countries uh, should dress of a conservative way. And the number three is the perception of time. There are cultures where time is value and others that are more flexible with the time. For example, there is a negotiation between a Japanese company and a Colombian company. The Japanese value the time and arrive uh, at agreed time for the meeting, while the Colombians, uh, being more relaxed over time, arrive late. On the other hand, the personal factors that affects the intercultural negotiations are number one, the stereotypes, number two, the conceptual complexity, and number three, the sociability. Basically, she had communication problems with the Japanese, and that's why her talks were not as she wanted. Uh, this also happens when we don't understand the way of communication of our counterpart in a negotiation. Okay, when negotiating with Japanese company, it's crucial to consider these cultural aspects. Uh, Number one, the politeness and respect. Number two, the patient and relationship building. Number three, the non-verbal communication. Number four, consensus building. Number five, giving and reciprocity. Number six, silent and listening. And number seven, the punctuality.